good to see you today. I'm so excited that I get to hang out with you on Earth Week. Earth Week is when we celebrate our beautiful planet that we live on. And on one day, which is Wednesday, April 22nd, we get to really celebrate it and be extra thankful for the planet that we live on. And we can do that in a lot of different ways. But today I thought, let's learn about the planet that we live on, especially the continents, which are the big pieces of land that are on our planet where we live. But also the continents are big wide oceans that are beautiful, where so much sea life lives. So we'll talk a little bit about that too, okay? But let's start off and sing a little song about the continents. Does that sound good? Okay, so one wonderful thing we know about continents on our planet is that there are 7. So let's count 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And the 7 continents are named this: North America, that's where we live. South America, that's the one right below us. Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia. So let's sing the song once now. We'll do a little lesson, read a book, and then we'll sing the song one more time at the end. Sound good? Okay, so the song goes like this. Can you put up 7 fingers? Ready? Okay. 7 continents, 7 continents, 7 continents of the world. 7 continents, 7 continents, 7 continents of the world. Ready? North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. 7 continents of the world. Very good. So those 7 continents are important, and we need each one to make up our whole Earth. Now, when I talk about our Earth, it's really hard to imagine because where we live is all we can really see, right? It's hard to see the whole Earth unless you go into outer space like an astronaut. So sometimes people come up with models or something that represents what our Earth looks like. So I have a model to show you. This is a model of our beautiful planet Earth. And this model, you'll see, has lots of colors on it, doesn't it? And all of the colors represent a different continent. You'll see blue representing the ocean, and all of the other colors represent different continents. Shall we talk about them? Okay. So the continent we live on, where I live, is North America. Can you say that? North America. North America is represented with orange paint on our globe, on our Earth. Under North America is South America. South America is represented with pink paint on our globe. South America. If we turn, we have Africa, and Africa is represented with green paint on our Earth. Africa. If we go a little bit above, there's a small continent that's closer to the North Pole called Europe, and Europe is represented with red paint. Then we have the biggest continent, Asia. That's right, Asia is represented with yellow paint. Down here, we have one of the smallest continents, Australia. That's right, Australia is where kangaroos and koalas live, and it's represented with the brown paint. All the way at the bottom, at the South Pole, we have a big white continent, Antarctica. And Antarctica is made up of ice rock. So there are no other animals there except for penguins and sea life, and sometimes scientists who go to study there. So those are our 7 continents. Do you remember? North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica, 7 continents of the world. And our Earth spins very slowly, 1 spin every day. And that's what creates day and night for us, depending on where the sun is shining. If the sun is shining here, then it's daytime for Asia and Australia. But it's not shining on our side, so that means it's nighttime. It's time to sleep in North America and South America. Our Earth is pretty cool, isn't it? And all of this blue ocean is where all of the sea life in the whole world lives. Pretty cool, huh? Well, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but let's read a book, because I bet if you live on North America like me, you might be wondering, what's across the oceans? Sometimes it's hard to imagine, isn't it? Well, let's read a book and see. I have a book titled Over the Ocean by Taro Gomi. Isn't that beautiful illustrations? She's looking out over the ocean. Let's see what she discovers. Over the ocean. What is over the ocean? Maybe there is more ocean over the ocean. Have you ever stood on the beach and looked straight out on the ocean and not seen anything but blue sky and blue water? It's a pretty interesting feeling, isn't it? What is in the ocean over the ocean? Maybe there are lots of ships. Do you see the ships sailing? Lots of ships on the sea. Are there farms over the ocean? Maybe there are big farms. Here's a big tractor. He's plowing the fields. Maybe there are cities over the ocean, full of tall buildings. It's a lot of buildings, isn't it? Very tall. Or small houses. And maybe there are kids living there. Are there kids over the ocean? For sure, there are kids all around our world. That's some beautiful houses, huh? Are they all friends? Maybe there are. Look at all the different friends that she can see. Lots of friends. Are there fairs over the ocean? And fun rides? Have you ever been to the fair? Those look like some interesting rides that they go on. I bet there are fairs over the ocean all around the world. What kind of animals live over the ocean? Are there some that I've never seen? I bet so. Is there night over the ocean? Are there many beautiful stars? There's a picture of someone sleeping. Remember, if it's day on one side of the earth, it's night on the other side. So there are friends awake now, like you and me. And on the other side of the earth, there are friends who are sleeping. Is there a country made of ice? A cold, freezing country? There are a few countries that are very, very cold with lots of ice. And a whole continent, huh? Antarctica. Is there a beach over the ocean like mine? Is someone walking along it? Is someone standing, looking over the ocean, just like I'm doing now? wish I could go and see. She had a lot of imagination to picture all of that, didn't she? Do you see what she's imagining she could go and see in? A hot air balloon, that would be cool, huh? Maybe one day she will go and see, just like you. Isn't that a wonderful book? To imagine all the things that could be happening right now on our planet Earth. Pretty cool. So we were talking about all the continents on our beautiful Earth. Remember there are 7? Well, I have a way that you can make your own continents on your own paper. Now, it would be quite hard to make all of these continents fit in one big shape because this Earth is in a sphere shape. Can you say sphere? Sphere. A sphere is a ball, right? It's not flat. If I tried to flatten it, it wouldn't work. It's a sphere. So we came up with a way that you can see all 7 continents without having to turn the sphere, even Antarctica. If I were to take an imaginary knife and cut the sphere that is our Earth down the middle, I could cut all the way around, all the way around. I would have to cut Antarctica in half and back up. Guess what I would get? Can I show you? I would get a flat representation of our Earth. So this is called a world map, and we have the shape of all 7 continents on our world map. Now, what's really special is that all of them fit. But do you remember the continent we had to split in half? Antarctica. Now it's not really split in half, just so we can have the picture of it. So I thought it would be fun if I showed you how to color your map so you can make it at home. Do you remember the colors we need? Let's do North America first. North America is orange. So we're going to outline all the way around North America. And I like to outline first because it shows me where I need to color in. And remember, when we're coloring in, after we outline, we can shade. And shading means you hold your pen or your pencil halfway down and you lightly move back and forth. North America. Can you guys say that? North America. Very good. Let's do South America. Remember, South America is pink. I'm going to trace first all around, and then I'm going to shade. South America has some beautiful rainforests, and it has so many beaches that are really warm and really fun to visit. South America. Our next continent we'll do is Europe. Europe is red. First, I outline all the way around. Europe is small, but it has lots of countries in it and many bumps. It's not a very smooth continent. It has many bumps around the border. Europe. And Europe is close to the North Pole, so that means it's colder there than we're usually used to. Next one is green. Do you remember what continent we made green? Africa, that's right. And Africa is really special. You know why? It has the savanna in it with all lions and giraffes and zebras and hippos and rhinos and elephants. It has some beautiful grassland with so many big animals. Africa. I'm shading in all the way around Africa. What should we do next? The biggest one? Do you remember the name? Asia, that's right. Asia is yellow on our map. So I'm going to trace all around Asia. And these little islands all the way around almost to Australia. And now I'll shade in Asia. Asia is the biggest continent and it has the most people. It has many different beautiful types of cultures and people, and they're all different, which makes it so special. All right, shall we do the smallest continent? Yes, Australia. And Australia is a continent and a country, and it's an island. So cool. So Australia has territories in it, which is pretty neat. And it has lots of kangaroos and koalas, and Tasmanian devils live in Tasmania, which is close. And they have snakes and lots of cool reptiles. And then they have an island, New Zealand, right above them. So we did that. We have all of our continents that we color because what color do we leave Antarctica? Do you remember? White, because it's so cold and icy. And up here, I have the North Pole ice. It's not a continent because no one lives there. There's not enough land, but it's still there with lots and lots of ice. You can also paint or color your ocean and learn all about the oceans, just like in our book. Do you remember how she was looking over the ocean? She could have been looking over the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic or the Indian Ocean or the Arctic Ocean where it's cold. There are lots of oceans that you can learn about too, okay? Thanks so much for learning about our beautiful Earth. We'll continue to learn all about the different parts of our Earth and what makes it so special this week, but make sure every day to do one thing that helps our Earth, okay? All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.